Yo, welcome back UNCF. I go by your boy TJ.
What's up, up and coming family? It's your boy Lil Reed. This week back episode 24.
24. Kobe Bryant episode of 24. RIP Kobe Bryant. Shit. Alright. And cuz back in here another week. Another podcast, man. Checking in with up and coming family.
Another hot ass week, man.
Hot as fuck. So alright though. We're gonna keep working towards the goals, man. Eventually gonna see y'all gonna see us real comfortable. We're gonna have shit laid out.
Push through, man. Push through.
Yeah. Shit. So what you wanna kick it off with this week? What you got?
I got a couple reviews for y'all. Alright, Young Boy dropped this single called Vet Motors. Go check Young Boy out, man. He been since he been home, I ain't gonna lie, he been snapping. He been snapping right now.
Young Boy, shout out Young Boy. Most definitely.
And Nardo Wick dropped this single called Riot. Go check out that boy. Yeah, I fuck with Nardo Wick. And then Money Man dropped a song called Big Money. Fuck Money Man. I ain't gonna lie, Money Man, like he be speaking some real shit. I ain't gonna lie, like he one of the few rappers like that tell you like step by step on what he do, yeah, get like the business and shit like that. Go and get your credit and all that. But he one of the few that ain't signed nobody. He independent rapper. Okay. Yeah, that's all I got for you. So it wasn't that much.
Yeah. Shit, man. Shit. So this week, we got like topics and shit. You know what I'm saying? We get into that. But it's like, I was thinking like, shit, I wish I had, like, coming up, I wish I had like some, like, people like try to like put us up on game about what we should do and shit in life, but it's like, that shit, I feel like done changed, like, cause it's like, it's so many different, like, generationally, our generation way different as far as the like blueprint of what success should be or how to get to success in any avenue basically, because like growing up, like they didn't have like YouTube stars, they didn't have people famous on TikTok, they didn't have people that even like mobile detailing, I don't think was like a venture that people had in the 80s and 90s. Like
they ain't have like hairstyles and like shit like that.
Right. So like it's so with that comes so many different avenues that you can do instead of going to a 4-year university, getting a diploma, getting a degree, graduating, get into the work field, do this, work for 30 years.
But that's the way when I was young, that's how it was me and you, that's how they made it like that's the only way you can be successful. They ain't tell you ain't gotta go to school. They was being school in there. Like if you notice, like the closer we get to graduating, everybody asks you what you going, what you gonna do. Like if you tell them, I ain't going to school, I'm just start working, they look at you like you. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't planning to go to school. Some I know me personally, I ain't really like school, but I still finished strong, graduated, and I went to college. But I ain't go to no 4-year college. I went to 2-year college. Right. Yeah, I don't know.
So my whole thing is to like, if you could put like, how like in the military, if people get stranded or get in a bind, they may either come rescue you or drop you a care package. So today I just really like want to like piece together between me and you like a care package for somebody like, say a junior or senior in high school today. What would be like what could you put together as far as some like kind of a care package for them to be able to sit down right now and listen to us and say like, okay, I could lead this podcast and kind of like put together something like a plan for my life in the future. So basically, like from my point of view, I start off like I think it's important to have a couple plans. Like I feel like if I could have went back and did it over again, I would have spent my junior and senior year like planning out what I was gonna do, like a plan A, a plan B, and a plan C. Like I would have had a plan A of like my dreams and everything that I want to happen if it would be like perfect. And if that didn't fall through, I would have like a plan B of what I could do to try to get myself back to my plan A. And if that didn't work, I'd have another plan. You know what I'm saying? Because I think a lot of times people get caught in trouble and in a lot of shit when they leave high school without a plan. Because now it's like you stagnant, or you like, you know, they say an idle mind is a devil's workshop. Like when you don't really got shit going on and you ain't in motion.
Shit, you start to wonder and like get in trouble or some one off or some shit like these folks.
Exactly. So my number one thing, if I could build a care package for somebody that's 17, 18 years old, is having a plan. So whether that means, okay, so like you were saying, because some people come to you and be like, what is your plan? And a lot of times you don't have a plan. So I'm really trying to get through school.
Ain't gonna lie, cause 9th grade, I ain't really like, I don't know, like, it's crazy though, cause like 9th, 10th grade, like, you just be like you be fresh, like, everything be fresh, you be trying to get the hang of things, so, like, what you want to do in life, like, you don't really think about that, like, 9th, 10th grade year, like, it don't really be big on you until you, like, get the end of your 10th grade year, you go into 11, then you start to buckle down, like, okay, what I want to do.
Right. And it's like, I don't really want to put that pressure on the 9th. Like, I mean, it's good for you. If you can start thinking about that in 9th grade, well, kudos, you know what I'm saying? Power to you. But it's like, I don't even really want to put that on them just yet. Because I want them still to kind of enjoy being in high school. Junior, like middle of junior, end of junior year, and then you get your senior year, you should kind of be more serious about what you're thinking about doing. So if you could go back, not even to go back and tell yourself something, but just because even from when I graduated, you graduated, the world done changed so much drastically, like through a pandemic and all this. And so it's like my first step is would be to get your plans. Not just one plan, but get a couple plans. You know what I mean? You agree with that, though?
Cause I ain't gonna lie. Most students like the 10th, 11th, 12th grade, they have one plan, like one major or whatever they want to do in life, and they stick to it for like the rest of the year. Like you ask them, I say not all of them, but some of them. Well, I say probably like 25 on, probably 25%. Probably they probably have backup plan, but the rest of them they don't have no backup plan. Yeah,
and a backup plan is key because whether you know it or not, in me in high school, I feel like in high school, life was happening to me, but it wasn't as drastic a hits as it is now that I'm an adult. Like as an adult, life hits you and you kind of be in charge, like you kind of, I don't know what it is. Like, okay, life can happen to you in high school, but it kind of falls on the shoulders of your parents too. Because it's like, say for instance, something happened to your transportation or something like that, and you're a minor or something like that, and it's kind of like on you and your parents' insurance, something like that. It don't really hit you as hard as if you own a car or something like that, because now you got to try to get to work, and if you don't get to work, then your check get cut short, then you got to pay your bills. So it's like, you don't feel all that when you in high school or you in like in the earlier stages of your life because you ain't paying rent. You know, your car is just your car to get to school or whatever. So it's like that overhead ain't really yours at that moment in your life. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is like, whether you know it, I know you don't know it because you ain't got to that point yet. But life do be happening. Like once you walk across that stage, life start happening. Like that shit'll slap you in your damn face. Like prepare. My next tip would be to prepare for the unknown. To be like, what you don't think or know could happen will happen in life, because life happens to everybody. So in my opinion, I feel like in order for you to be able to be at a good position is to maybe, if you can, get a job your junior year. And it ain't gotta be no career path job. It could be a little Rudy Poop job while you in high school. But I would say start saving $50, $25, $50 when you get paid and just stashing it away, because having an emergency fund and having money that could hold you over for something drastic to happen in your life could really separate you once you get like to a certain age. You feel me? Because like, just say you couldn't work for a month, or you needed to take care of yourself and support yourself for a certain amount of time. People don't prepare to have kids, like shit happen, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that would be a next tip of mine. Like, if you can get you a source of income while you in school, when you ain't got a lot of overhead, like rent and bills like that, and stack. So when you do get out on your own, you'll kind of have like a little safety net, you know what I'm saying, on top of whatever else you're doing. Because like I say, real world things happen, life happen, and you can't really plan, like pre-plan for that stuff.
Because like when you start young or learning how to save and save up for them unplanned times, like shit happens. Like that's what I wish I would have learned, like how to save money early, like learn how to be more responsible with my money.
Right.
Because when I was in high school, I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? I'm speaking for me. I ain't really know. I spent like anything I see, I buy and don't think about it later, because I ain't really have nothing. Like Cole was saying, I ain't have no bills, probably had my phone bill. I ain't have no car note, no insurance, none of that. Cause of my parents' stuff.
Right.
So I get some money, I spend that shit. I ain't like with no regrets. So it's like that's what I wish I would have
kind of started early.
Yeah.
And you know, YouTube is like a university now, so if you don't even know, like it's plans, or like I see online a lot of times they get like a chart or breakdown of how you can save $5,000 in 26 weeks or a year. You start by saving $25 and then you go up to 50, then you go up to, you know what I'm saying? Like even that's a start. Like you can start with $4, like, you know what I'm saying? Just knowing that you need money to have to be able to be secure in this world is another thing in this care package that I'm trying to build for y'all, so y'all can see like this shit mean a lot. And even with that, lead me into my third tip would be, once you start building up savings and getting you a certain amount of money up under you, I would say if you don't have a bank account, get a bank account. That way you have a history of having a direct deposit and things of that nature. So once you get into a certain level of maybe getting your credit right, credit is another thing. You know, credit is actually, in my opinion, more valuable than money at certain points, because when you start wanting to get nicer things or houses, or you want to go into even getting buildings, like even people think that your business credit don't be affected by your personal credit, but when you jumping off the porch, cause they look at your personal credit to see where you qualify for business credit. So credit is another thing, but I don't feel like you can build sustainable credit cards without working or having money, because you gotta pay your credit card off. Don't just get a credit card and go crazy and start spending money on it, and then you don't have the money to pay it off, or you know what I'm saying, got the funds behind you to pay it off to build more credit, or you can get access to a higher credit line. So number 2 is detrimental to number 3, which number 3, in my opinion, is going to be, like we were saying, for building your credit. You know, having good credit at a young age is very valuable, and having good credit for a long period of time is valuable. So when you do have good credit at young, sustaining it and keeping it until you get to an older age is good, because when you get an older age, you're going to want to buy a house. You're going to want, you know what I'm saying? So building your credit is key. That's fundamental.
That's very important. I'm going to give advice on credit. Don't be like me, maxing out the credit card and then taking forever to pay that shit back, because that shit will mess your credit up.
Your credit score, to piggyback on that, when you look on there, you got Credit Karma or any of these apps, and you see your credit went down by 35 points, 60 points, you thinking you got a 600, and it's a 400 now, like, that shit go down quick, and it's kind of harder to build it back up. It's easy to drop, and it's kind of hard. It take a little longer to build it back up. So Yeah, you should keep going ahead.
Yeah, like,
I know about that. Man.
Once you use that bit, like say if you put like say if you put like 60 in your car for gas, or you use like 40 at the grocery store. I would say like when you use it, pay it back like right then and there. Well, not right then and there, but probably pay like 60 tomorrow or the $40 in 2 more days.
Right.
Like, cause when you pay it back, like your credit gonna go up, cause they see you use it and you paying it back like in a right amount of time.
Right.
That shit really, cause you would think I'm gonna use it and I'll pay it later. Then later come you forget about it and
interest. You swipe again. Now you're in the deeper hole. You know what I mean? So that's just it's a kind of slippery slope. But you can, if you know how to work that shit, it's like a great thing to have. You know what I'm saying? You just can't let it work you. Like, don't let the credit work you. You work the credit. Like, you know what I mean? You save a certain amount and use your credit card till you save, and then pay it back like Cuz saying, and get that shit together, man. You know what I mean?
And don't let people tell you having 4-5 credit cards is a good thing. I mean, it is a good thing, but it can be a pain in the ass too. Having to pay back 5 credit cards, I would say get you like 1 or 2, like a secure credit card and a regular credit card. Cause secure credit card, I feel like them help you save good credit, cause you gotta add the money on there to use it and pay it back. So instead of like a regular credit card, they give you the credit limit and you just use it anytime you want to.
Right.
Well, yeah, no.
For sure. So it's 1, 2, and 3. So we got 1. Getting a solid plan before you graduate. Getting a solid 3 plans, I say. Getting a solid 3 plans. Number 2, finding you a source of income. Whether that be helping in lawn service, getting with a detailing crew, working at McDonald's,
Burger King,
whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's number 3. Getting you a solid guaranteed source of income. No, that's number 2. Number 3 is building your credit. Using your income to qualify for credit cards, getting the credit cards, and paying them off on time.
I ain't know like say if you was like young, your parents can get a credit card, and then your name you can use it. I ain't know, like I wish I knew that shit when I was like in 9th, 10th grade. I would have got a credit card again, but I was too young. I don't think I would have got approved from when I was too young. Right. I ain't have no job. Cause that shit would have helped though. I probably would have had like 800.
I got like an 800 credit score right now.
Damn, I ain't had shit on my credit back then.
Yeah. What's number 4? Trying to think of 4. That's kind of financial. We don't touch on kind of financial things. I would say
distractions.
Yeah. I would say, yeah. Expand on that.
Distraction.
As far as
like say,
okay. So if you don't say you done got all them 3 things that we saying, they're gonna come a point where it's gonna be people either in your family or in your life or in your circle that may not like what you're doing, or may see you flourishing in your life because you're gonna achieve things, and some people come at you. Okay, I'll put it in perspective, like as for a man, like you may get all them things your senior year. You may be on some other shit, like you may have your job, they done got your credit card or 2, they have a nice car and shit. Girls you was fucking, that you trying to fuck with 9th, 10th grade, may not have been fucking with you. Now that y'all done got older,
they realizing the man you done became a molded into.
But just because you was trying to fuck with them, they want to fuck with you in 9th and 10th grade, and they start fucking with you in senior, don't mean that that's always a good thing. I mean, I think that's kind of what Cuz kind of trying to get in the bag on as far as distraction. So the whole time you didn't fuck with this person, this girl, you was good, and now she come along and she started trying to fuck with you. Now you putting yourself, now the stuff that you was doing to keep yourself afloat, now I kind of started taking a back seat. So fucking with her.
Cause like once somebody like get in your head and fucking like you start like putting others before you. You start forgetting what your goal was, what your purpose was. And then like it's like shit like a downslide from there.
Like you kind of fumble your ball, fumble the ball in like football terms, like.
And you sit back and you're like, damn, I was doing good way before they came over. They came off first foot. I was like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I beat. Like, and you don't realize it until like it's too late.
Right. Beware of your distractions is number 4 in my opinion, bro. When you say that, beware of your distractions and beware of distractions that make, because it'll come in she gonna look great, right? Gonna be she gonna look great, but what come with that shit ain't gonna be great in your life. So I would say number 4 is beware of your distractions, so you don't have to start all over. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one thing. That's another thing in life that can take us out. It's like, I done got all the way up. Now I done let somebody come distract me. They done took me down the wormhole. Now I gotta try to start back up and kill more time than where I could have been way ahead to get right back where I was. You know what I'm saying? So beware of the distractions. Even friends, like, it be friends that don't be on shit, don't have no plan, ain't got nothing going for themselves. And I think you should kind of take a step back and look at yourself and see if the people that you want to associate yourself with at that point in life, because if they not happy to see you flourishing and doing what you need to do, they really not your friends. And if they're trying to distract you from doing what you're doing because they can't figure out how you're doing it, or they know it's not possible for them to have it right now, I don't think they should be your homies or your friends.
Out of your 5, 6 friends, only 2 or 3, not even 3, probably 1 or 2 gonna be real. They gonna tell you how it is. They'll see you slacking off or fucking around like, nah, you gotta get that right, yo. It's gonna be like 1 or 2, but other 3, they gonna love seeing you slacking off or love seeing you know what I'm saying, fuck up.
Yeah. Because it's like a person feel like you should always be alongside them in the journey of life. And once you go ahead, people feel like, well shit, I gotta find a way to get him back to where I am, because motion in my life ain't moving fast enough. So instead of me trying to reach my hand out to get help, certain people feel like, nah, I'd rather just pull you back. So most definitely be aware of distractions. And
that was the 5th one, right? Well, I would say the 5th one is I say the 5th one is believe in yourself. I say believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Believe in yourself.
That's a big one.
It's gonna be times where you write out your goals and all what you want to do, and you be like, hell no, like you be like, I don't know, I don't got to do, I don't got the time, I don't got the money,
right.
I don't got the support, but you just gotta push yourself. Cause I'm pretty sure it's people that's nurses, doctors, basketball players, football players, from the time like have you noticed though, like when everybody like the celebrities, not celebrities, but like people who reach their goals in life, they always like giving a microphone or a stage or saying something like, I would never thought I'd be here or something like that. Like everybody doubted me.
Right.
Like it's crazy like that, cause them be the ones who can do it though, that just don't see it in themselves.
Yeah.
Cause cause like they just never had no real support around them. People telling them, oh, you can do it. It's always, no, you can't do this, or everybody laughing at you. Shit like that.
Yeah, I would say believing in yourself is probably a key to it all, because if you don't think you can do it, then why should everybody else think you should? Because like shit, if you don't even believe in yourself, ain't nobody really gonna believe in yourself, because don't nobody, especially in these days that we live in with social media and stuff like that, if they don't see it, they don't believe it. So nobody gonna believe you doing anything until they see you doing it. But you gotta believe in it before you even see it, because you ain't gonna be able to attain it if you don't believe it. Because it's gonna, anything in life worth having gonna come with tests. Whether that's money, whether that's what you want to do with this, that, whatever. To get to it, it's not gonna be just an easy path. So you gonna have stumbling blocks in your life and things that happen. I done had it. Cuz done had it, whether that be leaving jobs, getting better jobs, things happening, you're gonna always be tested, because it's like, in order for you to be blessed in this life, you gotta go through something for for you to appreciate it once you get it. And if you don't believe that you can get it, when something like that happens, and stumbling blocks hit you, you gonna fold, or you just gonna give up, and you just not gonna see it all the way through. You know what I'm saying? So believing in yourself is a top priority.
How you gonna be like 50% sure and you want somebody to be 100% sure in you?
Right.
Like, it don't work like that. You gotta be 110 so a person like, oh yeah, he's serious. He finna get it done. Like you can't be like tell somebody some shit. You like, man, I don't know what I'm gonna try to. They like, what the fuck? Like, you gotta give it to all. You gotta be like, I'm gonna go in there head up and all that. If I don't get it, I don't get it. But you can't say I ain't tried. Some shit, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta believe in yourself. Cause if you don't, nobody else gonna believe you.
Yeah, cause that's like me coming to you and saying, man, I need $100. I'm finna go bet on this team. I don't know if they gonna win or not, but like, shit, if they lose, you just lost $100. But shit, you know what I'm saying? I just need $100. But if I come to you like, nah, I need this $100 because I know Steph playing tonight. Every game 6 he scored a certain amount of points. I know Draymond gonna do right every game 6 for the last 3 finals. He done, like, you need to be solid in your thinking in order to achieve what you're trying to get out of life. So definitely believe in yourself, man. And yeah, man. So this week I definitely wanted to come like we did not too long, but I wanted for us to make like this pod.
Paint a different picture.
Right, and make this pod right here with episode 24.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be like motivating you to just stay on your square, and you also be like I said, building this care package for the youth during the summertime. So I know it's a lot of kids going into junior and going into senior. So
some going to the 6th grade, some going to the 9th grade, starting middle school, some starting high school, some starting college. Shit, you just gotta keep pushing.
Yeah, man. So that's what we came this week. We ain't gonna, we wasn't gonna keep it too long this week. If you haven't checked out the last episode, check it out. Episode 23. This episode 24. Thank y'all for subscribing, you know what I'm saying? We keep getting more subscribers. We on our way to 1,000 subscribers.
So we're getting there.
So we just gonna keep it going, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with us every week. You know what I'm saying? And like me and Chris say, every week we'll be back with another banger, another lit podcast, upcoming show podcast, man. So appreciate y'all for tuning in with us. We gone, man.
Yeah, we out.